Hey, it's H here for Counter Trend Capital, and on today's video we're taking a look at technical analysis for Apple. This again yet another update video for Apple. I did one some time ago. Previously we were looking into this idea where we were coming down in a potential far-away move here, and again how this fits into the higher time frame is by creating this kind of expanded flat idea where this top here around December 2021 was the start of this whole structure where we would have this as an A wave here, then a B wave here, and then looking for a C wave downwards. The other way of looking at this is labeling A wave here, where again instead we would have this as in a wave A, then expanded flat in itself here in wave B, which is fine as well. It doesn't really matter at this point which one you would be labeling, as long as it is ending here. Now the question is actually, is it ending there? And for sure we don't know unless and until we take out this high here. Again, this is thought to be, at least for my counts, the pivot that is the most important. In this scenario where we would have this as an expanded flat, we would have this as the wave 1, 2 of a C wave. If we break this high here, we can no longer call this a wave 4. At this moment there is a slight chance still that this would be a ABC here. Again, based on the extensions and how it looks, it doesn't look good as a expanded flat. So that's why my idea is still that we have this as the start of something new to the downside, rather than a end of something like this. Why do I keep this as, again, the most important area is just, again, if we come back to here, this can no longer be a wave 4. So at this point still, if we were in a wave 4 here and we had this as the wave 4 and we would be looking for last leg up, we would be obviously stopped out of this trade. But again, I'm still looking for lower prices. However, again, how radical all of this drop was here on RSI as well, it fits into my theory a bit better, in my opinion, that this is again start of something new. So let's get back to here a bit smaller time frame and see what we got. So again, a 5-way move down. The expectation was that we were looking for a 3-way pullback. I got in already at the 0.5. Some people might have gotten in closer to the golden pocket. Why I got in there was just the extensions here. This fits very well with the one-to-one extension of this ABC move for the 0.5. We also had some divergences here locally on smaller time frame. Obviously here, if we are zooming out into 1 hour time frame, we can obviously see that later and only later there was clear divergences here on 1 hour time frame, which is why I added a position here as well. So what else? Well, we got a drop here. This was very fast as a drop. We did not really get a good looking 1-2s. I was talking about that on one of the streams, but we never got that, so it could not really enter based on a structural area. So again, sometimes the structures don't play the way you want, and sometimes you just need to enter based on the extensions that we have here. For example, this 1.236 or 1.382 and the golden pocket lining up decently well. So again, that was the reason there. Again, stop still at the highs. If this indeed is a 5-way, we can't take out this high unless this whole thing is a 5-way that ends something previous to it, meaning this ABC. Now at this point again, I'm not quite sure what this is here. The drop was very fast. We had a gap here similar to what we had here. Neither of these are completely filled. We came back to this here and we have this kind of sliver still to go, and here we have this kind of, oops, let's try that again, something like this, still to go here. So again, both of these gaps are not fully cleared and filled, but it might be just something to keep in mind that there is gaps and at some point price might get there. At this point, what I want to be focusing on, however, is the fact that how we came up. And again, as you see again, this looks very much like a three-way structure. You could be saying that we have this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into these highs. Again, does not really matter. I think, let's see actually, is it truncated? Where's the high? 180.23, 180.20. So yeah, it would be truncated. However, the main point here is not about the truncation. Does it really matter? Not really. At least to me, I don't really care. You could have it here pivoted, but again, as you see where these are hitting, again, 1-to-1 extension target. Really great looking symmetry here for these structures, and I can't really make this up any better. These are again the areas where you want to see a rejection in the hopes of seeing a continuation of this previous structure basically to the downside. So that is especially good looking at this very time now. So I'm still looking for, on the higher time frame, to create this higher degree extension target hits to the lower side. And where do we have those? All the way down here. Now, one thing I must say is, as you saw, we did hit the 0.618, which is the minimum target for a three-way move. However, is that likely that it is the end of this move? No. Why? First of all, it did not clear this low here. Second of all, I don't really like the structure here as the end of something while we have a three-way moving up. So again, if we had a more impulsive move to the upside, of course this can still happen, but this currently looks very much like a three-way move to the upside, which is why again the move where we have this market structure and the market direction going down, I'm still expecting that to continue until we see some kind of bullish outcome. For example, creating another three-wave up to create a diagonal here. That is very possible still. But until that happens, I'm still leaning more towards the bearish side, because again, there is no bullish signs to me personally here why we should be looking for something. Sure, there are some bullish divergences forming here, but again, those are different, separate structures to me. I don't think this, whatever it is finished based on those extension targets. What else? Comparing, let's redo that. Comparing the first structure over to, meaning this structure, over to this one, you can see that we are nowhere close to the minimums that I basically have. So 0.236 should be at least hit. Hopefully 0.382 and 0.618. Even the 1-to-1 is not even a bad looking thing to see, right? So again, at least those. And what I would like to see is just something like this, preferably. So we'll see how that turns out. Again, nothing is for sure, and I'm still going to be in this trade, and I have not taken any profits yet. It might get stopped out, but I probably should at this point bring my stop loss to these highs, because again, if this indeed brings the price up, we probably are going to be creating a three-way structure, something like this, where you could be looking to enter again in this whole thing. So yeah, that would be a different scenario, but we can talk about that later. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. Hopefully everything is clear for Apple, what's the expectations and why. So if there is still questions, let me know in the comments below or in the Discord, and I can get back to you as well. But that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and catch you on the next video. Bye bye.